Good morning. Thanks for joining me at Coffee with Kory. I find it interesting. Every time I run into someone, whether at a restaurant or grocery store, a gas station, the gym, you name it, people want to talk about the real estate market. And I love that. If you see me out and about, you want to ask about the real estate market, I would love the opportunity. But what I wanted to share with you today is where a lot of those conversations go is, if we're talking about the real estate market and I'm a transparent guy. I mean, I'll tell you what I really think. I make my living selling real estate and that's what we do. And I'm going to temper everything with, I still feel like it's a great time to buy real estate. You've probably heard me say it before, if you know me, that buying real estate is kind of like planting a tree. The best time to do it was 20 years ago. Second best time is today. So I'm a big believer in real estate as an investment and as just a part of the American dream. So I want to lay that platform out right now. Buying real estate is a great idea. Is there a lot of activity in the real estate market right now? Not nearly to the degree that we have seen. Even though interest rates have come down a little bit, and the conversations that I have often, they go to that right away. Oh, Kory, I've heard that interest rates have come down a little bit. Does that brought a lot more activity to the market? Does that make it a better time to buy a house? And the interest rates have not had a large impact on the market lately. And I feel like they would have to be significantly lower to get that real big surge like we saw 3-4 years ago when interest rates were significantly lower. And the reason for that is that, take your own situation. If you're a homeowner and whether you bought your home in the last 3 or 4 years when rates were low, or whether you refinanced your home loan and got your interest rate down into the threes, most likely, whether it's high twos, threes, even low 4% interest rate, if you're gonna sell your current home and potentially or likely buy a bigger one, so you've got a larger mortgage balance, and you're going to almost double your interest rate if it's around 6%, even if those interest rates get down to 5.5%, which I don't necessarily see that happening anytime soon, but even if they do, you're still jumping up a long ways in interest rate and probably taking out a bigger mortgage balance. So your payment shock or your payment increase is significantly more than what a lot of people can really do. And so that is in and of itself which keeps the real estate market at a little bit slower pace. And that's okay. That does not make real estate a poor investment. It does not mean that I feel like the wheels are going to fall off the bus and values are going to start dropping significantly. We have got a pretty good balance in the real estate market right now between buyers and between sellers. And that's what keeps prices pretty stable. Still, maybe trending up. In some instances, maybe it's trending down a little bit, but those degrees are negligible. They're not something that is having a large impact on our market right now. So at least that's what I'm seeing in the Sioux Falls / and even greater South Dakota market. That's what I'm seeing. I feel like it's a good thing to be able to talk openly and honestly about that, because there gets to be, sometimes in our industry, there gets to be the hyperbole of, oh wow, interest rates are dropping, get out there and buy a house. That's going to make a big push and a big rush. I think for the most part, consumers need to do what is right for them in their current life situation, without regard to little shifts in interest rates either way. So that's my slant on the real estate market. I've got to tell you about a meme, or it wasn't a meme. It was a note on my Instagram feed, and it's been several months ago. But I had a few instances this week that reminded me of it. It said something to the effect of, one of my favorite things are people that say, "How you doing?" and they really want to know the answer. So I've had a few instances lately where I've talked with people about certain aspects of how are things going with this or how are things going with that. Not the real estate market, which we just talked about, because I will tell you about that. But if you're gonna say that question to someone in a rhetorical sense, it really makes you kind of a rare person if you lean in and you really want to know the answer to what that person is saying. So I just thought that was good food for thought. I aspire to be that way. If I encounter you and I ask how's it going, I want to know. I'd love to take those few minutes with you and have a conversation rather than giving you the high rhetorical question and goodbye kind of thing. So food for thought as you encounter people on the street and people that you meet this week. I hope you're interested. I hope you're interested in what they have to tell you. So thanks for joining me. I appreciate you being here and hope to see you next week on Coffee with Kory.